Hello and welcome. This lesson is going to be on domain and range of discrete relations. The objective will be that we will identify the domain and range of various relations. Two very important vocabulary words are domain and range. Please remember domain is x values and range is y values. So in these problems, we're going to find the domain and range of the relations below. So we're going to start with list of ordered pairs. And we notice that the first number, remember, is your x values. And it's always good form to write in numerical order from least to greatest. So the smallest number will be number 2, followed by a number 5, followed by number 6, and followed by number 12. We'll do the same with the range. Remember, range is the y value, which is the second number in each parenthesis. And we're going to start with the smallest value, which in this case is negative 12, followed by a negative 3, followed by 2, and followed by 3. Very well. Now we're going to do number 2, which is a table. So the domain is the x value, so it's very easy. Just look over here. And it so happens that this here is already in numerical order. So all you have to do is copy negative 3, negative 2, 0, 1, and 4, and then close with curly bracket. For the range is the y value, so it will be the numbers over here, but please notice that here the 3 repeats twice, and here the 4 repeats 3 times. So when you write the range, you only have to write the number once. Doesn't matter if it happens twice or 3 times, you just have to write one time. Let's go on to the next problem. We have problem number 3 and 4. Problem 3 is a mapping. And remember, the x value is on the left and the y value is on the right. So in this case, my domain would be negative 3, 10. And for the range, my y values, the smallest one is negative 2, followed by negative 1, followed by 0, and then at the end is 1. Please remember, I don't have to write the 0 twice. You only have to write it once. Now, for the graph, we're going to do the domain. And remember, domain is the x value. So you're going to look here at the x-axis. And every time you look at a point, so going from left to right, the first point will be this right here. You want to look right here on the x-axis. So right here we have negative 2. Here we have 0. Here we have 2. That happens in the same place, which is point number 2 for x. And the last one is 4. So now that I know my x values, I'm going to write it down, starting from the one on the left, which is negative 2, 0, 2, and 4. Perfect. I'm going to change color so we can see the difference for the range. Because on the range, I'm going to look at the y-axis, and I'm going to go from bottom up, looking at the points, and see where is the y values. So y values right here. I have right here. I have one right there, and I have one right here. So basically, the y values will be negative 3, negative 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's write that down. Negative 3, negative 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there you go. These are the values for my domain and range. So now, go ahead and stop the video, try these 3 problems, and once you have done it, turn on the video again to see your answers and make sure you did it correctly. Okay, welcome back. Let's do the domain and range. Please remember that domain is the x values, and we want to write them in numerical order. So the smallest number would be negative 3, followed by negative 2, followed by 2, and then 3. And then we close curly bracket. For the y values, I'm going to look for the second number. And I'm going to start my range with the smallest one, which is negative 4, followed by 4. And then the last one will be 5. Notice that the 5 happens twice, but I only have to write one time on my range. For the domain and range, here I have a table. And this table is very easy because everything is in order. So all basically I have to do is write the x values for the domain. So basically copy the numbers that I see there. And so at 12, I have 14 and close curly bracket. For the y is the y values. And again, they're already in order. So that was an easy problem. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now for the last practice problems, we have a graphing. And please remember to make sure to identify what each point is the x value on the x-axis. So I draw these little lines right here. And that kind of tells me that my number is going to be -4, -1, 0, 4, and 5. So let's go ahead and open curly bracket. And my values again will be -3, -1, 0, 4, and 5. Perfect. Awesome. Now let's do the range. And the range we're going to do from bottom up, looking at the y-axis. So I see right there that I touch at -4 and -1. I also have 0 here. And I have 4 right here. And then I have 5 right there. So now I'm going to write my range, which starts at -4, -1, 0, 4, and 5. And then close curly bracket. And that concludes our lesson today. Today, our objective was we will identify the domain and range of various relations. And that's exactly what we did. We identified the domain, which is x values, and the range, which is y values of various relations. We did on list of order pairs, we did on tables, we did on mapping, and on graphing. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this video was helpful. Have a great day. Bye-bye.